I'm sure you've told the story a million times, but do you still have the record?
Oh, yes. As far as a
How?
tournament weighed fish tournament, walleye weighed tournament,
Mhm.
a legitimate weighed tournament, a big circuit tournament that weighs the fish and not catch, record, release.
Mhm.
Because some tournament circuits, you catch a fish, you take a picture, you put it on a ruler, and that fish, those inches then are converted to pounds.
Mm.
As far as a weighed tournament where you catch 5 fish, you bring 5 fish into the launch site or the weigh-in, and they weigh the fish. And as far as a 5 fish limit weighed tournament record, I believe that I still own the all-time record of 53.2 pounds on 5 walleyes
Wow.
in one day. So I guess if there's a claim to fame, that's my one thing that has stood the test of time since 2002.
With you holding that all-time record of the greatest weight on five fish ever weighed at the same time, um, what was the story behind that? What led to that day?
Well, it's interesting. I've been catching some nice fish during practice,
Where were
right?
you at?
I was on Lake Erie.
Okay.
And this was a year class of fish that were very big. I mean, you catch a 29 incher, it had a chance of being 10 pounds, which normally you don't, when you catch a 29 incher, they're usually 8 or 9 pounds. But this particular year, these fish were thick all the way from their head down to the tail. I couldn't put my hand all the way around the tail of some of these walleyes. And there was one point in time where I went through an area and I was trolling at the time. All 4 boards went back, reeled each one in, put them in the bottom boat, next one in, put in the bottom. I had 4 walleyes that are all 29 to 30 inches, and I couldn't tell which one I should put in the live well. And at that tournament, we could call the
Mhm.
fish, so we could put the fish in there. But I had 4 of them that I couldn't tell, so I had to weigh each one, and I'd already had a couple fish in there, and so it actually turned out all 4 of those went into live well. The 2 that I had before went out, and I just kept upgrading from there, and it's just one of those magical days with the right fish on the right lake. And as far as I know, it's still the all-time tournament record for a one-day catch, 5 fish limit of 53.2 pounds.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah. It's hard to catch a 9 or 10 pounder, let
Especially five of
alone
them.
yeah, let alone 11, 12s. I mean,
Wow.